wait. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can place it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Jets 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Morris. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. Operating from the gun, Morris. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
The ball carrier, Jonathan Jones on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
On third down, Robinson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
The ball carrier.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
On the tackle.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
His kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Bowden. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
At the Patriots' 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Morris. He finds P-Run out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter.
Patriots 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Bowden. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And Bowden going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
And first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the bootleg, Morris. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Morris. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now the Jets send on Braden man to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Patriots 7.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now, not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Bowden. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what?
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Bird on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Back to throw now on first down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
brings up
the pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Morris. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Robinson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Morris to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Preston Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Jets 28, Patriots 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Damiere Byrd returning it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Damiere Byrd on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. To Michelle on the screen. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Marcus May, in there on the coverage.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The Patriots send out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they?
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 4-yard gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Morris sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Jets 35, Patriots 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The 34-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
He'll get this underneath to Michelle. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And 5. At the Jets.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. trying to pound it in here with Michelle. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. Sorry, 17. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And now look at him go. 20, 10, and it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Touchdown, New York.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jameer Bird on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Bird now ready to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he whips that one incomplete there. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by him and setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run here with Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. Smith with a first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on.
For the extra point.
What do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved. And certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, You need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things, and I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It's the man traded by the Patriots, Chandler Jones, able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers, both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Taylor now returning it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Morris. And his throw is incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run. Robinson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Morris looking to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
It's 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Morris now operating from the gun. And this will be caught in the end zone. Jets.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. There to make the grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Jets 63, Patriots 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
For first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Robinson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
It's a gain of 6.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. Shreds the tackle. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. the things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He was brought down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. New England on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
This is our time. Our time.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 3rd down, Michel. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Got his man, that's Harry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field,